Happy lunch hour, gang. All right. Well, I guess we pretty much don't need to make plans for what we're going to do for primaries or for next November or anything like that. Presidential elections basically going to be decided for us, uh, basically by three people. Yeah. And congratulations, Donald Trump is your 47th president of the United States. Think I'm kidding. Okay. Y'all know what happened the other day where Colorado has the Supreme Court there tried to or made a ruling to take Trump off the ballot, right? Okay. And then, of course, you had the California lieutenant governor say that they're going to do whatever it takes to get them off, to get Trump off the ballot there. There's been the rumors of Texas was talking about taking Biden off the ballot, that Florida was going to take Biden off the ballot. Well, yeah, now we've gone from silly season to stupid season. Okay. Pennsylvania Rep. Aaron Bernstein, Georgia Representative Charlize Byrd, and Arizona Representative Cory Meagher, or Meagher, how's it? Meagher, okay, are drafting legislation to remove Joe Biden from the ballot in Georgia, Arizona, and Pennsylvania. Okay? Now, why do I say that means the election's over? Let's take a look at this map here real quick. And this is basically what we have pretty much locked up, okay? You know what states are going to vote which way. It happens this way. So it tells us what the battlegrounds are. Nevada, Arizona, Wisconsin, Michigan, Pennsylvania, and Georgia. Those are pretty much the only states that are in play, okay? Well, if you look at the top, up on the upper right-hand corner, adding all those red states up, Trump already has 235 electoral votes. Okay. If we add Pennsylvania and Georgia, who, according to these representatives, are going to try to get legislation put through the state that Joe Biden's removed, well, that means basically Trump wins. Add up 19 and 16, what do you get? 35. Add 235 to 35, and what do you get? Donald Trump is your next president. This is how off the rails this crap is, okay? And what the Democrats started in Colorado. They are taking away the right for people to vote. Now, why do I say this? Well, because there's people out there that may want to vote for Marianne Williamson or Robert F. Kennedy or Cornel West, Kanye West, for all you know, at this point, too. You know, Jill Stein, Joe Manchin might try to get in on the No Labels party. Yeah, this is it. So we are now going to get into a situation where very few people think they can determine who the next president is. Now, you'd say, well, but Pinball, what would you care? You know, you want Trump to be president, and by this, Trump would be president. Yeah, except I can think past here, unlike a Democrat. Okay, I don't like the way it's going about. I don't like the precedent it sets. And I'm sorry, but you and I make that decision, not some Congress puke. All right. And I know the answer would come by of, well, they elected those Congress people, then, you know, they represent people. Okay, no, we don't elect Congress people to determine who's going to be eligible for election to then go to the Electoral College to speak for us. No, it doesn't work that way. All right, this is getting a little out of hand. I'm hoping, and I'm almost guaranteed I'm right. Okay, I mean, I bet the farm on it that the Supreme Court is going to come back beginning of January and say, this ain't happening. Okay, that no, you're not removing them from the ballot. Because remember, the specific reason that the Supreme Court in Colorado said for taking Trump off the ballot was the 14th Amendment and his participation in an insurrection. Well, here's the issue. He's never been charged with insurrection. He's never been tried and convicted for insurrection. And then he's never been tried and convicted for in Congress for a violation of the 14th Amendment. Okay. So this is where you get the typical Democrat guilty until proven innocent. And the Supreme Court will see that. I mean, honestly, I will be dumbfounded if it's not a 9-0 decision, okay, to reinstate Trump on the Colorado ballot. Because I don't care if it's Elena Kagan or Sonia Sotomayor or who's the dingbat that Biden put in, just because she's a black woman. If they have even a inkling of legal knowledge, they know that what Colorado pulled is BS. If they don't overturn it, that's where everything gets totally FUBAR. Because at that point, that's when you see states go, nope, he's off. Because remember, who's on a state's ballot is up to a state, not up to the federal, not up to, the Senate, the U.S. Senate, U.S. House Representatives. It's not, okay? And I use North Carolina as an example, okay? North Carolina, again, like I said yesterday, has a Democrat governor, but they have a supermajority Republican Congress. So who's to say that North Carolina just says Biden's not on there? Democrat governor says veto. And the Congress comes back and says, we're overriding your veto. Biden's not on the ballot. Well, that can be done in a lot of states. Look at California. At that point, California's representation in the state is overwhelmingly Democrat. And they just say, effective immediately, no Republicans are ever allowed to be on the ballot again. Right? This is the slippery slope that Colorado opened up with all of this. And this is why I say SCOTUS will definitely overturn it. Because if they don't, they have just completely destroyed the American electoral system. End of story, done. Further, no more. And then we have exactly what the Democrats want, a dictatorship or a kingdom. I've got to think that there are smarter minds out there that see exactly it the way I see it. Fortunately, Trump was able to put a 6-3 conservative majority on the Supreme Court. Not that those justices are going to vote because it's Trump, but because if they don't overturn the Colorado Supreme Court decision, basically our way of life is completely over. And they know that. Okay? Because the other solution is a fast track to balkanization. If the Supreme Court doesn't overturn it, either the country splits very quickly, or there is no election in 2024 for exactly what these 3 Congresspeople are going to do. Because it only takes those 2 states. And at that point, who cares what Nevada, Arizona, Wisconsin, and Michigan do? Doesn't matter. It's over. I mean, there is no campaign. There is no election season. There is no election. It's just a coronation, which, of course, is what Hillary wanted. But the American public does not. Pinball out.